When I see this image, my eye goes straight to the man, but I focus on the suit. The contrast of the dark navy suit with the yellow wooden desks and the bright white lights behind him in the background. The large amount of the photo that is taken up by the dark navy suit compared to the large amount of the photo that is taken up by the bright yellow and white colors create a great balance in this photo. Neither side is too heavy or pulls your attention more, and the actual colors themselves, they are not too flashy or bright, and on the other hand, they are not too dull or washed out. Both sides of the photo have a strong directionality through the use of lines. The man in the suit creates many vertical lines, or lines of sight, with his arm, his ties, his jacket, his legs, and behind him with the windows and the panels on the walls. And on the right side, the desks and the way that the light fixtures run parallel to the desks but are projected onto the ceiling, as well as the chairs that are in rows, give this side of the image a lot of horizontal elements. Thus, both sides are balancing each other out in every compositional aspect that I've noted. Now, one thing that most people would focus in on, and sometimes can't see past, is the expression on the guy's face. He is extremely happy, grinning from ear to ear in almost a creepy way. Others would say that his face is distracting to the rest of the photo, and that it's the focal point of the image. I would disagree and say that the man as a whole is a focal point, and not just his expression. He is wearing a suit that looks sharp. He is also wearing glasses, and his hair is kept nice and not sloppy. One could interpret that maybe he is a student in a classroom that has an opportunity, or maybe he's just a typical student that went to class and took a picture afterwards by the way that he's sitting on the desk. Or maybe he could have been a guest speaker who visited this college classroom. He looks too young to be the professor, so I think it's safe to rule that one out. Either way, he is happy to be here, or he is happy to be doing what he is doing, but there doesn't seem to be anything more in depth to take away. So I would change the expression on his face so that you aren't drawn straight to it. Something that is more subtle, like no expression, or a grin, so that he is still the focal point, but his face is not distracting. Also, an expression like this would add to the feeling of a college kid being on campus. You know, lots of people feeling like just being a number, being a broke college kid when times are hard, being sleep deprived during finals week, all of the typical things a college kid goes through. But him being in a suit gives it more of a professional feel, like he's not a typical college student, like he's above the other students, like he's better than them. And the expression on his face adds to that. So, another thing that I would change about this photo not only is to change his expression, but maybe you could take this photo exactly the same way it is, but during class time, so that all the people would be sitting in chairs and not have empty chairs behind him. And then maybe he could still be looking at the camera, not paying attention, and he would be the focal point still. But it would add to this sense of being a normal college kid on a college campus, rather than someone who is higher up or better than a college kid.